Hello, everybody, and welcome back to IntyCenter for another whip around FODEUSS. And with our three games and the day off afterwards this week, I'm gonna sim everything live and click through every game and touch on it, and then we'll get through all three games and upload it. And then at the end, I will give everybody who sticks around a chance to win a free Inty buck. I know that's the trick I go to a lot. So let's go ahead and sim all of the games on August 18th, and we'll see if Burning Strangers of Bleach let the dogs out as they have the unleashed pets at their stadium on the day. Let's just start with that one because I want to see if their gimmick actually worked. Where is Burning Strangers of Bleach? There they are. Hey, 2-0 win. Doesn't do a lot for the offense, but looks like they got a really good game out of their starting pitcher. Yeah, John Clarkson, 9 innings, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts. He loves playing with the dogs. So nice win in their promotional game. All right. Looks like the Demon Bags took down Amazings. I'm going to guess Deacon Felipe with a good start. Yeah, 9 innings, 7 hits, 1 run, 5 strikeouts, no walks. That's a pretty darn good game. Cleveland Zone with a double. Jack Glasscock with a double. Buddy Rosar with a double. George Davis with a double. Cy Seymour with a double. My grandfather with a double. Lots of doubles in this game for the Demon Bags. They take that one 5-1. Northern Shores, 6-3 winners over Game of Throws. Burt Blyleven, 9-3 on the year with a 2.77 ERA. Is it just me or every other year he's good? Like he was good 2 years ago. Minnesota used a keeper on him. He wasn't too good last year. Minnesota drafts him this year. Doesn't think he's gonna get much use out of him. And he's been phenomenal at 2.77 ERA. All right. Let's see. Birmingham. Ooh, let's play two made it close there. They were down 5-1 going into the ninth. Let's see what happened in the game log. How close did they get to winning it? Let's see. E5 to put the first man on, fly out, single, so first and third with 1 out. Double, second and third with 1 out and a pitching change, a fly out. Second run comes in on a wild pitch. But with a tying run at the plate, Ryan Sandberg does not come through. Birmingham gets the win 5-3, and they successfully manufacture a save situation for Steel Arm Tyler to run up what I'm guessing is their fantasy stats. Because if anybody is playing fantasy FODEUSS with actual drafted players in a rotisserie league, it's probably Lloyd. All right, bandwagoners in Albuquerque. Looks like a lot of drama in this one. Yeah. Albuquerque up 2-0 heading into the ninth. They blow the lead. Let's see what happens in the top of the ninth. 1 out single to Jackie Robinson, 1 out single to Mickey Mantle, 1 out single to Reggie Jackson, loads the bases. Rob Nen comes in. A wild pitch scores number 42. They walk Bonds. A wild pitch scores Mickey. They intentionally walk Pete Rose. It's not quite playoff time. You know that because Bryce Harper doesn't come through with the bases loaded. And then Victor Martinez flies out. So they had bases loaded, 1 out. They get 2 runs in on 2 wild pitches, but nothing else. But then bottom of the ninth, 1 out single, Javi Lopez. He moves to no, doesn't really move. I guess he had to move somewhere along the way. But Lou Whitaker brings him home, hustling all the way. It's a single, and walks it off. It's a nice win for Albuquerque. I know they're pretty much building for next year, but you want to get some momentum and figure out who your keepers are. That's for sure. All right. We already looked at Bleach. Atlanta gets a surprising win over the Enhancers. Ron Guidry, 8 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits. That's a nice start for Guidry. Rube Waddell, he's been on a hot streak lately, not so hot, and this one gets chased. Sam Crawford gets hurt while running the bases. Home run by Dale Murphy in that game. Dale Murphy is actually your player of the game in this one. Dale Murphy, 3 hits, 5 ribbies. That's a nice game for Dale Murphy. Beautiful 1-0 score line for Reseda and Stone Temple. Dennis Martinez, El Presidente, beating the Toad 1-0. Let's see. Eighth inning is the only run of the game. Let's check it out. It's a 1-out single by Max Muncy, a hit by pitch, a single by Pee Wee Reese to load the bases. We're going to bring in Johnny Allen. We're going to pinch hit. No, we're going to bring Johnny Allen. We're going to have a fly out from Albert Bell. We're going to have a wild pitch from Johnny Allen as the only run of the game. Bottom of the eighth, 1-2-3 for Martinez. Bottom of the ninth, one out walk for George Brett. So they did have the tying run on base. They pinch ran with Bill Lang, but he strikes out Mel Ott. He grounds out Cal McVeigh. What a wonderful game. 1-0 win for Reseda. And then extra innings. Looks like the ball players take down Sithy in extras. Sithy gets some drama in the eighth to tie that one up. Let's go down there and check it out. It is 3-0 to the ball players heading into the eighth. Billy Hamilton, one out single. Knapp gets hit by a pitch. Single to Joe Sewell after the pinch runner comes in. Stan the Man Musial with a double. So we're going to have Sewell and Musial bring in some runs. It's going to tie us at 3. Nothing coming from there. Nothing coming from there. Finally, bottom of the 12th, it's Alex Rodriguez on an 0-2 pitch off Zach Britton, a grand slam homer to walk it off. 4-3 winners for the ball players. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that injury log. I know we did see at least one injury happen during those games. Logs, injury log. Brooks Robinson was injured, flu-like symptoms. That's happening today, actually. Poriente for the ball players, injured while running the bases. He's day-to-day for 3 days with the quad soreness. The one we saw was Sam Crawford, hit while running, or injured while running the bases, torn hamstring, missing 5 weeks. He's probably not playing again this year. And Shawn takes a big hit. Knapp got hit by a pitch. He's got a bone bruise on his wrist. He's going to miss the next 2 or 3 weeks. He's in a dogfight to make the playoffs, and missing Knapp LaJoie is going to make that a little bit more challenging. All right, let's get to our second set of games for this week. All right, and Sithy dropped this one without Knapp available to them. Looks like CC Sabathia got chased in the 7th. Looked like he ran into some trouble there. Yeah, Bonds hit a solo homer in the 7th. Ricky Henderson with a 2-run homer in the 3rd. Looks like that was the big one. 4-2. Sithy drops the first 2 in this set, but again, more importantly, they have lost Knapp LaJoie for a couple of weeks. The Gales pick up a second win, scoring in the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. Shane Bieber, 5 1/3, 9 hits, 6 runs. Not as sharp as he's been most of the year. Lefty Grove, just as sharp as we're used to from him. 7 1/3 innings, 1 run, 4 hits. Another fantastic outing. Let's see. 3 hits from Ron Santo. The hits keep coming for Shawn in this set. Loses 2 games, loses a key guy to injury, and Ron Santo has a big game. Sorry, Shawn. See, Stone Temple rebounded from that heartbreaking 1-0 loss. They get this one to a 5-3 for their 90th win of the season. It's Dazzy Vance outdueling Tim Lincecum. Both of them pitched pretty well. 1 earned run, 2 runs overall, 3 hits for Vance, 3 runs on 6 hits for Lincecum. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, not a lot of big games. Two hits each from Bill Lang and George Sizzler, but offense kept pretty well in check in that one. Enhancers bounce back and win against Autumn. Phil Necro not doing as good as he did in his last start when he almost had the no-hitter. Carl Hubble with a pretty good start, 2 runs over 8 1/3. Mariano Rivera comes in and gets the save. Must have been some drama in the 9th for that 4-run lead to turn into a save. Let's see. A couple of singles with 1 out by Blair and Bagwell. So yeah, tying run on deck when Rivera comes in. Going to fly out Goose Goslin and strike out McCann. They were both pinch hitting. So a little bit of high leverage, a little bit of pressure situation there. Demon Bags, they're going to do a favor to Sithy and take out Amazings here again. It's probably the only good thing that's happened to Shawn since he started watching this recording. See, bad game for Jose Fernandez. 4.53 ERA in the season and 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs. That's, a 5x5 is a great thing in baseball or in basketball, something I want to see Evan Mobley get, but not something you really want to see as a starting pitcher. least not in that way. Let's see. Brewers had a triple, a couple of RBI each from Davis and from Jimmy Fox, and the Demon Bags will definitely take that win. Birmingham, man, same story as this as the first game. Bigger lead heading into the ninth. Let's play two cuts into it, but don't cut into it enough. It's going to be five in a row now for the Shack Barons. They seem to be a real Katy Perry team. They're hot and they're cold. They're yes and they're no. Let's see. One out. We got a 3-run homer from Hank Aaron that brought in Steel Arm Tyler. He got a fly out. He did issue a walk, so the tying run once again at the plate. Billy Williams strikes out swinging. It's been that kind of season for Cubby. Second day in a row, the Shack Barons are able to manufacture a save situation for Steel Arm Tyler. Every city, they'll bounce back, get a win in this one. We had a couple of three two-run innings. Let's see. Bandwagoners in the first. Bryce Harper with a 2-run homer, channeling playoff Bryce there. And if we go forward, I should have looked to see what inning I need to go to. Here it is. Top of the 5th. Single, caught stealing, walk, single, single. So we got first and third. Wild pitch scores a run, sac fly. So it's 4-0 thanks to a 2-run homer, a scored on wild pitch, and a sac fly. Albuquerque gets 2 more back. Let's see, a 1-out single by Medwick, 1-out single by Ripken. RBI single from Molina, RBI single from Brooks Robinson. Lou Whitaker grounds out. Doesn't look like, let's see, a GIDP to end that inning. 1-out walk in that inning. 1-out single in the 8th, but never really threatened the rest of the way. John Smoltz comes in. Hopefully he keeps his fucking mouth shut, strikes out Joe Medwick to end the game, and the Bandwagoners take that one 4-2. All right, and then our last game, Burning Strangers to Bleach. Hey, they didn't have the dogs in attendance today, but the Bats came alive. 7 runs in this one. They kind of rough up Jake Arrieta. He only lasts 3 innings. Still not sure why Yak is using Josh Hader as a starter, but it works in this one. 3 hits, no runs over 3 2/3 innings. There was a rain delay at 15 minutes. Who knows how long Brian Danielson may have left Josh Hader in. Don't really need to look at the log on that one. Just wanted to see batting for Bleach, how they did. Let's see, 3 hits from Buster Posey. It's a pretty good game. Pretty good game for Posey, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and we'll finish up this game. We'll hit that save button. And we will check that injury log. Oh, nothing new. We just had that same from Robinson with the flu. I'm pretty sure we saw him playing in that last game. All right, last set of games. Let's see what happens today. Let's play 2. Hey, they finally don't leave it late. They take the lead into the 9th inning. They snap that 5-game winning streak. Maddox, of course, 8 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It was an unearned run. Let's see what happened in that 9th inning as they completely flip the script. See, they're up 4 heading into the 9th. 1-out single by Ted Williams. That's going to bring in Kerry Wood. Ross Barnes with an infield single. Shoeless Joe with an infield or with a single to the outfield that's going to load the bases. It's going to bring in Bruce Sutter. He's going to strike out King Kelly for the 2nd out. Joe Start up the pinch hit. A passed ball lets Ted Williams score. That's the only run of the game. Sutter gets the fly out from Start. And hey, they also manufactured a save situation for Sutter, and it worked out. Hopefully he's got a bonus in his contract. They're going to be able to pay that out if he hits a couple more saves here. All right, Game of Throws. They are going to rally in a slugfest and take the finale over the Gales to avoid a sweep. Let's see. Home runs. Harry Heilman had a 2-run homer. John Olerud had a solo shot. Yogi Berra had a solo shot. Poor Ed Perret got roughed up on that last one. But you know what? Hard to argue with the results of having Ed Perret on your roster when you are 79 and 53. Obviously, some kind of good luck charm. You won the Classic with him. Don't think you can possibly demote him at this point in time with how the season's going. All right. Enhancers. Looks like drama in this one. Yeah, 1-1 in the third, 2-1 heading into the ninth. Glavin to Rivera. Cooper Downs blows it. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened. Third, sixth, and ninth for the runs. Third inning. Enhancers get on the board. Scott Rowland single, 2 outs. Larry Walker walks. Larry Walker walks. How about that? And then Dick Allen, Hall of Famer Dick Allen, gets the RBI single. We know in the sixth, Autumn is going to tie it up. Or no, was it the fifth they tied it up? Where did they tie it up? I don't remember. I really should have taken better notes. There it is. It's the bottom of the third. Maury Willis with a single. Ichiro bunts him over to second. Single by Trammell brings him home, and it is 1-1. And then, yes, I believe it is the bottom of the sixth where we get the next run. Let's see, 2 outs to start the inning. 2 out single by Toby Hara. Walk to Rafael Palmeiro. Maury Willis with the RBI single. They'll bring in the pinch runner, but Ichiro can't bring him home. Go to the ninth. Top of the ninth. Up 2-1. They bring in Scott Downs. 1 out single to Piazza. Strikes out Frisch. Single by Scott Rowland. Honus Wagner, not quite 59 years old, but he gets the single. It's going to bring home a run there. 2 runs on that one. Aaron Judge strikes out. Fuck you, Aaron Judge. And then bottom of the ninth, Rivera comes on, strikes out McCann, gets a ground out from Willis, gets a ground out from Ichiro, and the Enhancers escape. 3-2 in the game, and they take the series 2-1. Amazings. They're going to avoid the sweep and get this one 7-1. It's like a great start. I'm sorry, a terrific start from Tom Seaver. 7 2/3, 5 hits, 1 run. Satchel Paige, not quite so good. 5 innings, 5 runs, 9 hits. 3 hits from Wee Willie Keeler, 2 hits each from Babe Ruth and Biz Mackey. That'll do it. That'll definitely do it. All right, let's go to the bottom half. Sithy, they get a win. They avoid getting swept in this series. Looks like they're going to get a big game from Sam Thompson. He gets a double. He also has a 3-run homer off Pud Galvin. Musial and Trotsky also homer. Sam Thompson, 2 hits, 2 runs, 5 ribbies. Guys, I don't know how this guy went undrafted this year. It's kind of silly, but been a great pickup for Shawn. Batting average is a little low, but I think everything else has been fantastic there. Smokey Joe with another good start, 7 1/3. David Price faces 4 batters to get 5 outs and get the save. That's pretty impressive. That's a model of efficiency. Excellent job there. And again, not the best day in Pud Galvin's FODEUSS career. Rubber match between the Bandwagoners and the all-seeing Angels of Hernandez, and the Bandwagoners take this one pretty easily. They're up 6-0 before a consolation run. Looks like a Reggie Jackson 2-run homer happened in the top of the 7th to kind of put that one completely out of reach. They also started fast. What happened in the first inning? Reggie Jackson RBI single, or leadoff, or yeah, Reggie Jackson with an RBI single. I don't know what's happened. Haven't even had a drink all week. I don't know what's happening here. So it's 2-0 early. Probably a big game for Reggie Jackson based on that. Let's see, 2 hits, 2 ribbies, run scored. Yeah, that'll do. Amos Rusi, 8 innings, 6 hits, 1 run allowed. It's a pretty nice outing for Rusi. All right, man. Leach probably needed to bring the dogs back. They should just have dogs at every home game from now on. Man, Grissom 2-run homer, Guerrero 2-run homer, Herman 3-run homer. But let's see, it was 8-2 going into the 9th. They make it a game. Did they actually make it a game, or was it just still out of reach? Let's see, double, walk to load the bases, hit by pitch to score a run, walk to score a run, GIDP to score a run. Addy Joss comes in, walks the pinch hitter, gets a ground out. So, yeah, it could have been a whole lot worse for San Diego Surfers in that one, but they get the win. They got something to play for. You know, strong stretch to end the season. They could avoid 100 losses. That's certainly something worth playing for. Plus, obviously, trying to figure out who to keep for next season. And, man, after losing 1-0 in the opener in the series, man, Stone Devil Seattle Pilots were angry in this one. 13-1 winners Let's see. Four hits for George Brett, four runs driven in by George Brett, three hits for George, or three runs scored for George Brett. Brett hit a solo homer. Looks like that was it because he's got seven total bases. So yeah, four, yeah, three, seven. So three singles in that homer. Oral Hershiser does not have as good of a day as his counterpart from that great Cleveland 95 staff that Dennis Martinez had to open the series. Jesse Tannehill, though, that'll work. Six innings, three runs, not, or sorry, six hits, three runs, nine innings. I swear I have not had any alcohol to drink all week. I do not know what's happening with the errors. Yeah, George Brett, nice one. Harry Hellman as well. All right, we're gonna finish today. We're gonna also finish the day off. We'll click that save button. We'll check the injury log, and then we will wrap up IntyCenter. So save, FODEUSS, logs, injury log. Nope, last one in there is still Brooks Robinson. So everybody else escapes this week unscathed. So, hey, hopefully that was a fun way for us to do IntyCenter this week. I did promise you a chance to earn an Inty buck. So if you've kept around this long, I'm going to offer you a sage piece of advice that comes from a musical that I greatly enjoy. All you got to do is when you post your lineup updates, or if you don't have lineup updates, say, no changes this week. Just make reference to the musical that this bit of wisdom comes from. And this is going to tell you what kind of week I've been having. The piece of wisdom is simply this: when God fucks you in the butt, fuck God right back in his cunt. And with that, we'll see you next time on IntyCenter for another whip around FODEUSS.